Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. We are here today on the La Token VC TV with Nagaya's technology team, and today we are going to talk about Nagaya and its super amazing project, where we bring you the AMA session. And first of all, I'm going to start by asking the team to introduce herself. uh, we have a and then we can go move forward to a quick summary from Nagaya project. So welcome, Danny. Welcome to the La Token AMA session, and now I'll pass on the mic to you to introduce yourself and explain give us a little bit quick summary of Nagaya, and then we can move on to the juicy questions.
Sure. Good evening, Rohan. Nice to meet you. Hello for you who are watching. Nice to meet you. My name is Danny. I'm the Chief Digital Media and Training of Nagaya Technologies. Such an honor to be a part of this amazing AMA session with La Token and you who are watching. So just a little bit about Nagaya, Rohan, since you asked, right? So basically, what is Nagaya? Nagaya is the world's first hybrid digital asset. What is hybrid? It's a question that we all ask, right? So
Yes.
basically, there's certain types of digital assets out there, as you also know. Yeah. The one is called stablecoin, in which the asset is fully backed by another asset, either it's a fiat currency or another commodity, anything. So that's stablecoin. Another type of digital asset is called as utility asset, and that's the one that value can fluctuate. The one that we see in most markets and in Forbes, right? So Nagaya combines both of these digital assets into one. We take the good in each and we eliminate the challenges. So Nagaya is at this stage, at the ICO stage and the IEO, the launchpad stage, 50% of the value is backed by LBMA grade gold, but not 100%. Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't make it a stable coin, because there's the remaining allocation. There's an allocation that goes for us to run physical projects. Now, these physical projects, from the profits of the projects, there is an allocation that eventually goes back to the Nagaya holders. So Nagaya holders actually receive the benefits from the projects that you run. That's why it's called hybrid, Rohan, because it's 50% backed by an asset, and there is also projects that we run that provides benefits to the holders. That is what Nagaya is.
Super. So you're basically holding a lot of gold with Nagaya.
Hopefully, and it will keep increasing in the future.
Super. That's great. Okay, so I want to dive deep into Nagaya. So, what makes Nagaya stand out in the cryptocurrency market? I mean, with its combination of gold back and real world projects, can you delve deeper into its unique value proposition?
Sure, Rohan. So in the year 2018, let's all go back, yeah, to the year 2018. 2017 was when the digital asset boom happened,
Right.
and 2018 is where the bear market happens. A lot of people lost money. A lot of people lost their savings. We hear a lot of people got scammed. There's a lot of rug pulls happening. It's not a good time at all. So our CEO, he goes by his name is Yorat Johannes Chandra. He's from Indonesia, but we're a Singapore registered company. So he saw all of these instances happening all over the world, and he asked himself this question: Bitcoin was created to change the world. I mean, think about it, Rohan. It has enabled two parties to be able to transact with each other without the need of an intermediary. It's beautiful,
Yes.
right? But why is it that Bitcoin's value itself dropped down so high and all these other digital assets either lost value or just disappear completely? What happened to the market? So we believe, so he asked himself this question, our CEO, right, Mr. Johannes Chandra asked this question. So we believe in the technology. Blockchain technology is here to stay and will change the world. But why is it that the assets that is created on top of this blockchain technology, why is it losing value and disappearing completely? Why are there no digital assets out there that are relatively more stable, with a tendency to increase with time, that runs real projects that are transparent to the holders, that are here for the long term? You know? So
Right.
that is when he and his team, he's an IT developer, right? He and his team decided, why don't we create an asset, a digital asset that is that what we spoke about just now, that are relatively more stable, with a tendency to increase with time. So he did his research, Rohan. Him and his team did research on the digital assets that are there around, and we found that there are three main challenges in the digital assets that are available even today, that we believe if we can tackle these challenges, digital assets are there to stay. Challenge number one is volatility. Right? We'll take a look at Bitcoin itself. From its
Right.
all-time high, 66,000 plus, at this point itself, it has lost 75% of its value, Rohan. 75%.
Correct.
That's Bitcoin. We have not
Yeah.
talked about the altcoins. The big top 5, top 10 out there. We talk about Ethereum. It's lost 72% of its value since its all-time high. Cardano has lost 82% plus. Solana, 85%. And there's a lot of these other, these are top 10 digital assets out there. What
Right.
about the ones that are out there, that are not even listed? So volatility is a major issue that is there in digital assets out there that we are looking to solve, so that the value remains a little bit more stable, right?
Right.
The second challenge that is as bad, if not equal, if not worst, is non-performing coins. You know, they are not. You can't really call that scams. They are still out there in the market. They're still there. They're still listed. They're waiting to be delisted, but their value has gone up. They have gone down, and now their chart is flat. It's like the
Right.
developer's not even doing anything about it anymore. You know,
Yeah.
that those include rug pull as well. You know,
Right. Correct.
and the third challenge, which is worst, scams. You know, scams. Those that liquidity has been pulled. Those whose website cannot even be opened anymore. Majority. There's a statistics that says that 92% of blockchain projects that have started in 2018, 2019, Rohan, has lost their value as per today. And
Yep.
the average lifespan of blockchain-related projects, 1.2 years. 1.2 years. Think about it.
That's
Think
right.
about it. We're talking about digital assets that are there to shape the future. But if their average lifespan is 1.2 years, that means most blockchain projects out there have either already failed or is going to fail.
That's true.
Now that's a
Very
major
true.
that's a major challenge.
Correct.
Yeah. So we in Nagaya, we are looking to create a digital asset that is looking to solve these three challenges: volatility, non-performing coin, and scams. How are we tackling that? The first one is volatility. How are we looking to tackle volatility? Is by backing it with a real physical asset that the whole world has trusted since generations as a hedge.
Right.
And what better that is than gold?
Correct.
Gold is a symbol of value, symbol of trust.
Yes.
Right? It has been there since our forefathers' time. Money was first supposed to be backed by gold before it got plucked out, right? Before gold standard got plucked out.
It passes
So
through generations.
Gold is a symbol of trust. The
Yes.
reason yeah, exactly. Exactly, Rohan. Our parents used to say, right, if you have extra money, keep it in gold. Right? You know?
Right.
So, you know, yeah, so gold is a symbol of trust, and we believe that by backing Nagaya with gold, it will increase trust amongst our holders. Because
Correct.
ultimately, It is the trust of the holders that ensures the value of the asset in the market, right? So by backing it by gold, we want our holders to be able to sleep at night, even during the worst bear markets that's happening. Worst to worst case scenario, they're going to say, you know what, at least my asset is backed by gold. Worst case scenario, I'm not going to lose all of my money.
True. Very true.
Right?
Right.
So that's how we are looking to tackle the volatility issue, which is through backing it by real gold. We're going to talk more about the gold deposit and everything later on.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we looking to tackle challenge number 2, which is non-performing coin? Is we run real physical projects that provides benefits to our holders. Now, Rohan, yes, ultimately, a digital asset is community-based.
Correct.
Right? So a lot of digital assets out there, if they are asked, how are you going to ensure that the value of your asset is going to be more sustainable in the long term? We have our community. And we have our community that's going to hold our coin. Now, think about it this way. Okay, let's think about it logically. The community, if you guys are seeing that the project are doing nothing, no improvement, no innovation, nothing, why would you still want to hold that asset? Logic, right?
Right.
So it's a chicken and egg. You as the community, you as the holder, you as the one who is looking to hold this digital asset long term, wants something from what the company is doing. You want innovation. You want the company to keep doing something in the future.
Right.
And of course, receive benefits from what they do. That's how win-win happens, right? So how are we going to avoid the Gaia to be non-performing and the value to keep? Of course, we're not going to say that there's not going to be there's not going to be correction.
That's
All this happens.
part. Yeah.
But how are we going to ensure that value? Yeah. How are we going to ensure that the value is going to be sustainable in the long term? We are going to keep running more and more and more projects in the future.
Okay.
That's how we are going to ensure that the value is going to be more sustainable. The more projects we run, the more benefits our holders receive. The more gold backs each Nagaya up. That way, we are looking at Nagaya's value to be more sustainable.
Yes.
And so that's number 1. How are we going to tackle volatility? Number 2, how are we going to tackle non-performing? And number 3, how are we going to tackle the fear of scam? To be just to reiterate, Rohan, we have been around for 5 years. Nagaya, I think, is the only asset in the industry that has, ran our ICO stage for 5 years before we did our first launchpad with LaToken.
Right.
5 years. We are an officially registered company in Republic of Timor. I'm going to talk more about that later. And transparency. Gold receipt, where we keep the gold, how much gold has been kept. Everything is available for our holders to see, no matter how much Nagaya they have. So that ensures trust and that we are here for the long term. So that's how we are looking to tackle the challenges that are faced by digital assets out there right now.
That sounds super interesting, and it's something that is intriguing me more and more to know more about Nagaya and how you are tackling all these problems and solving for people and making this Nagaya strong for the future. So let's dive deeper, and I want to understand security and trust are the paramount in the world of cryptocurrencies. So how does Nagaya ensure the security of its gold-backed assets? And can you explain the mechanism in the place to safeguard the coin's value?
Okay. Very good question, Rohan. So if we talk about security of the underlying asset itself, the gold, first of all, is... So let's talk about the gold first. Awesome. So let's talk about the gold that's backing each of your Nagaya up. You who are watching. Each Nagaya is backed by 999.9 LBMA grade gold, London Bullion Market Association. Yeah, it's certified, and each gold that is kept in the vault has its own serial number, has certificate that you can see, by the way, as a Nagaya holder in the Nagaya staking wallet that's available in our website. Anybody can see it. It's available for public viewing. And this gold is kept in a safe storage facility that is called as the Reserve Singapore. You can Google it. You can go to its website. It is, according to its website, and I'm paraphrasing, right? The Reserve is one of the highest capacity vaults, not only in Singapore, but also around the world.
Oh.
It is created for precious metals, including gold. Yeah, and that is where your gold is kept. So in the dashboard, in the Nagaya staking wallet, in the website, you as a Nagaya holder will be able to see how much gold has been kept. Whenever we actually have a gold deposit, Rohan, we go live, or we record a video that people can, so that our holders can see.
Okay.
Yeah? So you're able to see the gold deposit process. You're able to see how much gold is kept. You're able to see in which box it is kept, the box number, and then you're able to see the serial number of the gold, the certificate, the signing, the form that we have to sign when we keep the gold. Everything is available for public viewing. So in terms of the gold, that is how we are ensuring the security by keeping it in the best of the best facility. That's in terms of the gold. Right? You can check more on their website, and you can go to our website, www.nagaya.co to learn more. Now, how are we ensuring Nagaya's value in the long term? That's your question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are we ensuring Nagaya's value in the long term? So if you go to our Launchpad page in LaToken, you are able to see a slide that shows the 4 core pillars of Nagaya. Rohan. Yeah? Nagaya is built by 4 pillars, 4 main pillars. The pillar number 1 is gold. Gold is used to ensure trust, symbol of trust. Right? Gold, we're talking about worst case scenario of economic downfall, of bear market. Gold is there to protect the value of your Nagaya, even in the worst times of economic downfall. That's gold. And then pillar number 2 is projects. Now we currently at this point we are running 1 project. We are on the way to running our 2nd project, which provides benefits to all of our holders, and we have been distributing benefits from the project since January of 2021. Yeah, and it has been consistent since January 2021. We have been delivering, we have been distributing benefits until today. And in the future, we're going to keep running projects. We are transparent with the projects that we run, and we are transparent how much each Nagaya receives from the projects. So that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 3 is real world utilities. I'm going to talk more about that later, but Nagaya has already been accepted as a payment method in a shopping center in South Korea. There's going to be like a lot of small and medium enterprises in the future that's going to use Nagaya as a payment method. So we are looking to become a real world utility asset that is accepted worldwide. And pillar number 4 is community. Since the first day Nagaya is created, Rohan, our focus has been 1, to educate our holders and potential holders about assets that has fundamental. So we have been running Zoom meetings, we've been doing a lot of posts on our social media. You can follow us on X, you can follow us on YouTube, you can join our Telegram channel, Telegram group, and you can interact with us. We are always giving education to our holders, and will continue in the future. So that's how we ensure that in the future, Nagaya's value is sustainable. Our 4 pillars: gold, projects, utilities, and education community.
Okay. Perfect. So, moving on to the real world, where does Nagaya see? Where do you see Nagaya in the cryptocurrency space? What are the specific real world problems that Nagaya is planning to solve, and how does the project aim to address these challenges through its unique approach?
Okay, it's a very good question, Rohan. Real world problems that we are looking to solve. Our vision, our main vision, even if you go to our website, Rohan, if you go to www.nagaya.co, you will see that our vision is to become the preferred and secure payment method that is trusted by all. Preferred and secure. That is trusted by all. Now, there's two words here: preferred and secure, and trusted. Three words. Yeah. Secure. I think at this point our community here don't need to be thought about the security of blockchain technology. Yeah.
Yeah, we're past that.
Preferred. Now let's talk about preferred. Yeah, we are way past that. But what about preferred? Bitcoin has been around since 2008, right? Why is it that there's still not a lot of vendors, not a lot of, places out there, aside from, of course, El Salvador, that accepts Bitcoin as a payment method? Of course, it's gaining traction worldwide. Yeah? But we believe it's because of its volatility. And other crypto assets out there, because of that challenge that we spoke in the beginning, non-performing and scams. Think about it this way, Rohan. Bitcoin's volatility is so high that the change of value can happen in a split second. Now, if you are, for example, if you are to go to a shopping center and you are to accept Bitcoin as a payment method, you're going to be scared because the value changes so quickly. Right. From its all-time high itself to the value right now, that's lost 75% of its value. You as a vendor, you need to accept that Bitcoin, you need to sell it back to the market, and you need to deposit money to your supplier. Right? What if you lost your value in the process? Okay, if you profit, that's good. But what if you lost your value in the process? Right? So,
yeah.
What we are looking for to tackle in the real world is to create an asset that is preferred and secure, that is trusted by all. Preferred means what? We are looking to create a crypto asset whose value is relatively more stable, with a tendency to increase with time. So we're not looking to create an asset that will to the moon in the first day itself, right? We're looking for an asset that grows with time, slowly. So that way you as a vendor, as a holder, are more trusting, are more ready to accept Nagaya in the future as a payment method, because you know its value is more stable. You know it is backed by gold. You can check its transparency in Singapore, the website itself. You know the company is real. You know the company is legit. You can check the transaction in our Block Explorer, in our blockchain. Everything is stated over there. So that way you will have more faith to accept it as a payment method, as proven with some of the utilities that either have already run or is going to run in the future with Nagaya. So that's what we are trying to create in the real world, Rohan. We are trying to create a digital asset that is relatively more stable, with a tendency to increase with time, which then automatically becomes a symbol of trust and more readily acceptable by people all over the world as a payment method. But of course, depends on the regulation of each and every country.
Yep. So that's something really
I hope that answers your question, Rohan.
Yes, it does. It's very, very interesting to see how you are tackling the real world, and it is something that feels like that there is something that can be seen to let's say 5 years to the future, and we'll be able to see Nagaya everywhere. Yeah. So I want to move forward, and I want to
Hopefully.
know. Yes, yes. I want to know about the
Hopefully.
vision that drives Nagaya as a project. What are the core principles and goals that guide your team as to continue and to develop, evolve in this cryptocurrency and the asset-backed space?
Very good question, Rohan. If you go to our Launchpad page and you go to our website, you go to read our white paper, everything. We are driven by this one statement, which is actually our motto: to build trust and value through legality and transparency. It has not changed since the day we were born in 2018, since the day our CEO registered the company, made our first ever website, built the blockchain. It has not changed until now. Building trust through legality and transparency. So, as driven by our goal just now, right, to become a secured and preferred payment method that is trusted by all, we can only do that by doing that, by building trust and giving value. Because at the end of the day, our holder, our Nagaya holder, which we care so much, and we want you as a Nagaya holder who are holding our asset to be able to hold this asset, if possible, forever. That's the asset they're trying to create. We're looking to create an asset that's going to be around forever, that you can pass on to your kids, to your grandkids, to be your retirement asset. And when you have that kind of mentality, that I'm holding this asset because I trust it and because I receive value from it, whether it's value from the project, value from the utility, or value from the education that we're giving, value from the gold, you're more ready to hold it long term. That's the kind of asset we're looking to create. From a holder's perspective, we're looking to create an asset that you want to hold forever. As much as possible, you would think twice or thrice or 4 times or 10 times to trade this asset, because the benefit that you receive, the asset that's backing it up, when you know all that, you are more willing to hold it long term rather than trade it. So that's the asset that we are trying to create from a holder's perspective. That's why we are so diligent to give education to our holders. We do Zoom meetings a lot. Our white paper is there. Every information is there on our social media. You can join our Telegram. Transparency. Rohan, imagine this. Even if you just hold one Nagaya, you are able to see how much gold is already kept in the vault. Where is the gold kept? All the transparency. Everything is available. You're able to see the project's performance every month, even if you just hold one Nagaya. Imagine that. That's the value that we are looking to give you as a Nagaya holder, and the trust that we are looking to build. And of course, transparency and legality. We are officially registered company in Singapore. So we operate as a proper entity. That's from a holder's point of view. And of course, when we talk about vendors are humans as well. Holders too. They are going to be more willing. The point is willing and prefer to accept Nagaya because of the value and trust that we have instilled on Nagaya itself, that we give out to our holders in the form of our legality and transparency. So to sum it up, the long point, to build trust and value through legality and transparency. That's what we are looking to. That's the statement that drives all of our actions in Nagaya until today. 5 years we've been around. More to come.
Yeah, that's true. So 5 years to come, and I think 50 years to be there And more 500 years holding gold, passing on to generations to generations.
If possible, more than that, Rohan. We want our Nagoya holders to be able to buy today. We are thinking about their grandkids in the future. You know?
Yeah.
That's what we are looking to build.
Awesome. So let's move on to the most important part of the any crypto space, any crypto project, that is the community. Community involvement and development are the key to the success of any crypto project, cryptocurrency space, any project we consider. Community is the most important thing. So could you discuss the Nagaya community, its role towards the project development and upcoming milestones, or any updates that the community can look forward to?
For sure. Community, our holders and future holders, we love you. From the very first day Nagaya was created, was even conceptualized, the very first thing that we're thinking about is you, our holder. You know, that's the reason why our CEO want to back Nagaya with gold. His question is simple. What will our holders face if Nagaya's value plummets down? We don't want that to happen. We want you guys to at least have some sort of hedge. That's why it is backed by gold. Our projects. What can we do as a Nagaya, as a company, as management, so that our holders is able to at least see our progress and receive benefits from what projects we run? That's why our projects distribute benefits to you, our community, our holders. Utility. Every utility that we have right now, we have at this point, you can also take a look at it on our website. Nagaya holders at this point will be able to receive a special discount to stay at certain hotels in Bali, Indonesia. Yeah, certain hotels that are already partnered with us. And also in Malaysia, there is a hospital that will give special benefit to Nagaya holders only. And more, there will be more partnerships and collaborations in the future. For who? For our community. You know? So, our community, our Nagaya holder, is viable for the gold and the project benefits that comes from the projects per Nagaya. That is what our community receives. Also, the partnerships that only Nagaya holders receive, our community are able to enjoy that, right? And in the future, we are going to focus on more utilities, more collaborations. Yeah, that means Nagaya holders will be able to enjoy a special Nagaya holder only benefit that will not be able to be enjoyed by anybody else, only you. We are always looking to expand that in the future, right? We are always looking to run more and more projects in the future that provides benefits to you, our community, which means there will be more gold that backs your Nagaya up per coin, per Nagaya, right? And we are also looking to always looking to educate our community, Rohan. We have a lot of Zoom meetings, public, holder, however much Nagaya you have, you're always welcome to join. You're welcome to join our social media, X, YouTube, and our Telegram group, where we always update on a regular basis everything that we do in the company. Everything is always updated. So as a community, what can you look forward in Nagaya in the future? More gold, more projects, more partnerships, more updates, more informations, more educations. Stay tuned. This is just the beginning.
Awesome. So yeah, now that we know a lot about Nagaya, we held a giveaway session for a giveaway campaign for the La Token community and all the Nagaya community. So I have a few questions with me from that giveaway session, and I want Danny, you to be very precise and give us some concise answers to those questions. So first question is, in a very simple words, what is Nagaya?
They can take another 30 minutes, but in simple terms, Nagaya is the world's first hybrid digital asset.
Perfect. That is the answer we were looking for. Okay, so some technicalities. Can I purchase Nagaya with a credit card?
Only in the Launchpad platform.
Yeah. So everyone who's listening, IEO is live, and go buy Nagaya with credit card, cryptocurrencies, and with anything that you have in your pockets. It's the gold of the future. So next question: what are the tokenomics of Nagaya?
Economics, is it?
Yes. Tokenomics. Yeah.
Okay, so out of okay, so 50 million total supply. I think that answered the next
Mhm.
question, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. So 50 million is our total supply. Our soft cap is 10 million Nagaya, and our hard cap is 40 million.
Okay.
Out of that,
Okay.
20% is owed by the management. Maximum 20% is owned by the management, and the remaining is distributed to the public.
Okay. Perfect. For more information, users can reach out to the white paper, and everything is available there. Next question: are there any burning mechanisms in the roadmap of the project?
Yeah, mechanism is pretty unique, but in short, in short, as a Nagaya holder, you're able to return your Nagaya to the company, and when you return your Nagaya to the company, we're gonna calculate how much gold is backing those Nagaya at that time. Minimum of 5 grams. It's available in our white paper. We're gonna return the gold to you either in the form of gold bars that you can take in Singapore, or we can always you can always speak with us in the management, and those coins that are returned, Nagaya is burned. That's our burning mechanism.
Understood. Okay, so one last question from my side. Do you have any plans to launch other marketing activities on La Token, such as giveaway, trading competitions in the future?
Why not? Depends on you guys.
Perfect. We'll definitely hold on some exciting campaigns in the coming future. So this brings us to the end, and so all of the audience who is listening here, anyone who wants to buy gold, wants security, wants trust, and wants a vacation in Bali with that Nagaya coin, go buy Nagaya. The IEO is live on La Token, and we wait for you in Bali. So come hop in, buy Nagaya, and we'll have a top-notch vacation in Bali. And
Of course.
Congratulations to Danny. This brings us to the end, and I want to thank you everyone who is currently watching.
Thank you.
And thank you, Danny, for participating in the AMA session. We look forward to hearing more and more future developments and more about Nagaya in the upcoming days. And I wish you all the very best for Nagaya and upcoming projects. Thank you. Thank you so much, Danny. It was great talking to you.
Thank you, Rohan. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Thank you for who's watching. Thank you so much. Thank you.